Here's the character I'm going to be importing. I'm going to show off the inventory and character stats to show that I don't have like 10 million health and, you know, stuff like that. This is all achievable in game. It just takes would take a lot of grinding to get there. So there's that. And let's do it again. You know, pure speed running.
You come to the Elf Song Tavern. It is a small place,
you know, stuff.
Filled with a motley assortment of
normal speed running stuff. You just do it over and over again.
Grisly trophies. There,
it's that speed running grind.
Voice is all around you, and the patrons are silent as the song washes over them. One by one, they all seemed lost in its call.
Talk to Ethan and then import our character. Otherwise, we'll have the rusty dagger equipped and not the onyx sword. We don't want that. Nice thing about being able to import a character too is I don't have to worry about picking up a recall potion down here. I can just make sure the character that I import has recall potions. Hey, thanks, man. I'm just starting to dread the fact that this category seems like it's just going to be dependent on whether or not the character import out of bounds glitches work the first time or not. That's what it's basically going to depend on. So we'll see if Sewer 1 goes to plan right about now. So we basically switch spots and force the dwarf into the player 2 spot by importing the human into the player 1 slot, or into the player 2 slot, deleting the dwarf from the player 1 slot, re-importing the dwarf to player 2, and letting the human in player 1 slot die. Then once we get over here, I'm going to re-import the dwarf into the player 2 slot, so that way I can delete the player 1 slot and not lose my coordinates. Now I can delete the human from player 1, re-import, and hopefully... Nope. There we go. I mean, yeah, it's just comes with the territory, I guess. I mean, that one there, I still had to import the character twice to get back inbounds, but I still saved some time over not doing it, so, I mean, there is that. That one saves I think like 35 seconds, 25 seconds max. Something like that. Oh, wrong way. There is another way to do it where you don't have to do as much of that, where you just kind of clip over a wall one time and go down into the sewers. I might have to try that if this one becomes, you know, problematic. There we go. Alright, use yellow food. I think the last time I saved like 45 seconds right there or something. It's like the direction in which you have to have the analog stick is so precise that if you don't have it right, he'll fall back inbounds rather than out of bounds. And it's weird because in order to get your character to go out of bounds, you have to like push the direction of your analog stick back towards inbounds in order to get him to go out of bounds. It's weird. But, I mean, I guess this is good practice, yeah? Get out the way. Now, I've timed this out manually, and I'm almost certain that I could beat the PS2 run with this route, even though the PS2 run has level warping and the PC version does not.
This isn't the place for that.
I think it's possible, but I would have to... The run would have to be fairly clean, and more than likely, all of the like character import glitching would have to be done probably perfectly without any mistakes. I mean, I guess we'll find out how good this run goes, or how well this run goes over the next, you know, half hour or so. In a normal run, that would have ended it right there. I've had a run die from in that exact spot because my character's not at a high enough level to handle tanking those. But when you're running around with a max level character with some of the best weapons and armor in the game, you can afford to be a little bit more reckless. Get out the way.
I'll avenge you.
Take care of him, rats. Now he's rat food. Went from jello food to rat food.
I'll avenge you.
The fact that this one eye has so many levers is stupid. There we go, right up in his face. And down. And with that, we're a minute and a half ahead now. So this one's going a lot smoother than the last one did. The next big obstacle is going to be getting through the Drow underworld. Which, that one I could also just glitch into the cell, rather than out of bounds and then back into the cell. It does save a little bit of time to glitch out of bounds and back into the cell, but not much. So it is the faster way to do it, but it also requires more steps, so it's easier to screw it up. So, you know, fastest but least consistent kind of deal. So it's kind of at the point where I'm debating on, do I want to go for more consistent but a little bit slower, or still try to just, you know, get the fastest method out of there. Get out the way. Running this game with a high-level character, though, is much more relaxing, because if you get boxed in, it's almost game over right here. Just took that giant out with one hit. Get out the way. The giant just killed him for me.
Found something.
Nice. Hey man, it's them rocket legs. What you know about them rocket legs? He just feels like running.
This looks important.
Once he got that skill point, if he was going somewhere, he was running. Imagine sitting here, like, basically dead, and this dude just comes charging into your cave like that. Probably be enough to send the dude the rest of the way out. You know what's funny? I was watching a Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 run the other day, just for the hell of it. And basically the character that everybody uses in that game also has a sprint type ability. So it's like, if you're playing whether you're playing the first one or the second one, you're going to have some sort of ability that makes you run fast, and you're going to abuse the shit out of it. Be like, well, I guess that, right, Graham, it's be sitting there like, well, I guess this is what hallucinating feels like.
This isn't the place for that.
This is what they meant by things would flash before my eyes. Yeah. Got a dude just coming in, running through your cave like Barry Sanders, like, alright, well, do your thing, bud.
This looks important. This looks important.
Doing these New Game Plus runs, though, will definitely help me refresh my memory on the routing, you know, for like the Onyx Tower and stuff, because there was first few New Game Plus runs that I did, like I got turned around here in the mines, I got turned around in the Onyx Tower once or twice, so it's a nice way to kind of refresh my memory on the route, where to go, what to do, without having to worry about dying, so that's nice. Oops. Way to go. See, normally, you know, with a low-level character and then, you know, any percent run, that explosion from those two barrels would have killed me. There's just so many ways to die because you're... I think the intent with this game is to pretty much kill everybody, right? You know, that way you can get, you know, a lot more armor and weapons and things like that. Dude with those small legs running faster than Usain Bolt. Right? Nope, but he does it, and he does it well. There's just so many different ways to die with a low-level character that it's... The speedrun can get exhausting after a while. These are a lot less exhausting because you can just tank your way through so much of it. Okay, since he's about dead, I'm just gonna do this again. There we go. Okay, so I only had to do it twice this time. Now hopefully I can glitch into the cell and talk to him without any difficulty. There we go. Wow, I only saved 1.6 seconds over actually fighting the boss and waiting for her to die and getting the key as normal. But I had to do the character glitch twice to get out of bounds, then do the character import glitch twice to get back in bounds. So, yeah, it about averaged out. I mean, yeah, it's... I mean, I could see how playing through this game like this would maybe get boring after a while because there is no challenge to it. You know, I feel like games have to have a certain, you know, risk-reward ratio in order to feel like you've accomplished something. But it's like when the grind is so difficult that by the time you're done with it, you're just like, finally! You know, it's not as enjoyable anymore. And he's down already. Ha ha! Okay, so it looks like I'm not going to have any issues with the splitter this time, so I don't know what the hell happened last time. Probably something to do with importing another character during that boss fight. But we're going to do the whole character import thing one more time. Should be the last time of the run. Right here. That saved me a second and a half. I forgot to switch back controllers, though, so I might have... You know, if I was just a little bit faster, you know, I might have been able to get about 2 seconds out of that. So it is faster. But is it really worth it? I guess we can sit here and debate about that for a while. Damn, just ran him right over. Geronimo!
come to pass that I shall die twice. And this second time
I will speak in a moment.
The tower will not hold. You must leave this place. I ask your forgiveness. I let anger cloud my vision. I harmed those who had sworn to serve me. In all these things, great harm has been done. Let Baldur's Gate have its peace. I shall not rise again to challenge it, though it will doubtless need others such as you to defend it from others that wish it hard. Now, leave me to die. This tower shall be my tomb.
Hurry up and die, Eldrith. Okay.
Flash of the portal's light,
If
Eldrith's tower was no
as long as
more.
the retiming of this run, as I explained before,
Rained upon the tower,
the auto splitter
and
isn't frame
flames
perfect.
as if from within.
So, regardless if the auto splitter is used or not, every run gets retimed
And thus,
by a moderator.
storm of fire and
Whether it be a
lightning,
PS2, a GameCube,
Eldrith died a
Xbox,
second
PC
death.
run, whether it be a the newer release on a PS4,
But it was
PS5,
all part
doesn't
of
matter.
a
They all
much
get retimed.
larger design.
It is done. Eldrith is
I
undone.
myself have done it with a frame counter where you
threat to
select
us
the
and
first
our
frame of the
plans has
run,
been ended.
the last frame of the run, and it'll
And
generate
all
how
that
long the
defeated
time
her
was.
Killed.
As long as the time is close to accurate on this, which in my experience it has been. It's been within a few
Where did the
milliseconds.
portal lead?
I beat the PS2 New Game Plus
It led
world record
to a far
by 3
distant
seconds.
land.
Alright, I'm going to interrupt the live stream replay on this real quick, because I thought the current world record for this category was a 42:18, and I had just beaten it by 3 seconds. However, I learned shortly after this that the world record was a 42:12, and I missed it by 3 seconds. So to beat it, I needed 4 seconds. And I thought for sure it was a 42:18, so what you're about to see is a nice celebration that dies when I find this out. But I just kind of wanted to throw this in there to preempt that. So, it is what it is. But I am going to upload this to YouTube, so I wanted to make this clear. And then, once I beat this, then I'll probably submit to the leaderboard. So, yeah. Have a good laugh at my expense.
Far
So as long as the retime still falls within this 3-second window, I got it.
far from the marsh of Chalinder, and far from safety. But that is a tale.
Once I
for
got
another
through the
time.
Drow underworld, I was...
Wait, I didn't say it yet, man. You are now.
The cream of the crop! Oh, that was perfect. But once I got through the Drow underworld, I was like, damn, all I need is about 10 more seconds to be on pace with it. And so that's when I started getting a little quiet. Once I got through Syraxis and everything, and then got through here, you know, and got it, you know, I was a minute 50 ahead. I was within like 8 seconds, and I'm just like, I knew it was going to be close. I knew it was going to be very close. So, hopefully that sticks, because I've done several of these today, and several of these over the last couple of weeks, or not, well, couple of days rather, routing out the new, you know, those character character import glitches and stuff like that. And I had that gut feeling that it was possible to do it. The main thing for people that don't know, that might not be familiar, the old PS2 and GameCube version, there's a level warping glitch. And there's also a couple other glitches. And essentially what you can do when you get to the end of sewer level 2 and go down to level 1 of the crypt, there's a cutscene that happens of Karn in the throne room talking to Xantum. There's a glitch that you can do in sewer level 2 that will load your inventory screen and the save menu screen at the same time. And so what you can do is hit a couple buttons and then close your inventory out, but the save menu will still be up, but you can still walk around. So then you go down into crypt level 1, and the save menu will still be up after the loading screen during the cutscene, and you can make a save in the throne room during the cutscene. So once crypt level 1 loads, you just load that save, go right to the throne room and fight Xantum. So you skip all of the crypt, all of the Thieves Guild, except the very end where you fight Xantum. It's a hell of a skip, and it's only possible on the older versions, along with some other level warping early on and later on. So essentially, the main thing with the older versions, though, is the load times are atrocious. So it's always been theorized, you know, if the newer releases or a PC version could outrun the PS2 version based off of load times alone. And I figured New Game Plus was maybe the best way to do that. The best comparison, because you're not spending time getting armor and weapons. You're not worrying about, you know, like RNG, random weapon drops, things of that nature. You have a tank, you can just plow through everything. You don't have to worry about getting a specific weapon here or there. It's all pretty straightforward. So I am going to cut this off for the YouTube video. So if you're watching this, hit the like and subscribe and all that stuff. And until I see you again, stay suave.